Hello and welcome everybody to saveVSgames presents Curse of Strahd, Candle in a Thunderstorm, Session 11. Overall, this is something like, I don't know, let's see, 32 and 11, and somewhere in the neighborhood of like close to 50 episodes, I think, between all of the different versions of this game that we've had going. So welcome everybody. Welcome. Yes. Hopefully, can I hear you?
Yes. Hello. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I hope.
I can. So I hope everybody's had a wonderful, not too eventful time since we came back last week, or nothing crazy's happened, because this one's gonna be a fun role playing. A bit of a you guys have had
nice,
like
relaxing session.
You guys have had like 6 crazy sessions in a row of like battling and trying to get this skull, get in and out of Ravenloft. You've escaped Castle Ravenloft. You're actually running away from Ravenloft, even though we are kind of in a west march to get back to Argynvostholt. We're heading west here, even though the camera appears to be showing us heading east. This is a camera view from the north side of the street, because this map doesn't go right to left or whatever. So I guess we can just say, after a harrowing escape with the skull, you vanquished multiple foes along the way and had a wonderfully eventful battle outside of Castle Ravenloft with the last surviving Strahd bride, and Kyril, the werewolf pack leader, and Avaray faced down with Kyril in a one-on-one duel in a way, and after a few rounds of them taking chunks out of each other, I believe it ended up with Avaray kicking Kyril's head into a wall of thorns, just his head, his decapitated head, and then taking it away with her. And so now Groza, running through the spikes, coming to the rescue of many different sword swings and chops with his giant sword. A lot of foes.
There was a lot of violence.
A lot of foes fell to the barbarian, and you've made your ancestors proud with this potion of giant size. Dreams come true. So even in Barovia. So I guess midnight with your ragtag group here. Wenny not looking so good. Having some being a little skittish compared to normal, maybe because of the traumatizing experience you guys just had at the castle. It's only been an hour since you've gotten away from there, and you guys gave me some perception checks, pretty good perception checks, as you were leaving. You know that you're not really being followed. You were being cursed at, as you left by the land itself. It felt like you won't get away with this. You have this feeling of like, this isn't going to be this easy. And midnight, your horse, Midday, sort of had a couple of warnings for you as you guys were in the castle and heading out. Like, I don't like this, Midnight. Something's wrong, And again, as you're traveling, you're hearing your horse in your head a couple times, like saying, I don't trust this skull, Midnight. It doesn't feel good having this around.
That's not totally foreboding at all.
I don't know what's wrong, really. I get a bad feeling out of it.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Well, if you say so. And trudges along, breakneck paces through this muddy trail. And when anybody starts to feel a little bit sick, we can go back to the other map of just static Because,
Whenever the motion sick kicks in.
yeah, the motion sickness may kick in at any time. So
I'm just tapped out.
So yeah, you guys are Groza, you are running full bore with your owlbear, just barely keeping up pace, as this and Midday and you are having a bit of a rivalry over who can trudge along this road faster. And so
Me.
so yeah, you guys are making good pace across the countryside towards Vallaki and the next leg of your journey. Let's say you're probably a half day's ride or so from Vallaki and then another half a day to Argynvost, kind of thing. It's going to be like a overall, if you want to rest, it's going to take about 24 hours to get an 8-hour rest in and make the journey.
Yeah, which everyone probably needs rest about now.
I would be okay with a rest.
I think Winnie's probably already passed out. Did we see the corpse of Barsk as we left? I'm confused as to the way we came in and the way we left.
Right, okay. So I'll go to that map really quick so you guys can see a little bit about the journey you're taking as well.
Yeah, I don't think we're going over that bridge.
I didn't think so.
But I am often incorrect.
No, we're not traveling that bridge on this journey.
But sometimes I am correct.
This is a bit of a zoomed out view, but this over here in the top right corner is the village of Barovia. And you guys came through the pass down here and up and over this river that's right here. And there's a bridge right here that you had crossed where you fought Van Richten. And as this goes up, this goes to a crossroads right here. And it's like a T intersection sort of. And going left takes you to a gate that's very similar to the one that stands on the very far east of the misty walls of Barovia. And just outside of the village, where some of you came in and started your journey from Daggerford. So this is the bounds of the town of Barovia proper, and Strahd's domain, ancestral home of his people, kind of thing, right? And this is now Barovia, as you know it, the region map here of all the things that have been included in Barovia over the years that it's been here, or maybe from the beginning. Who knows? So yeah, this gate here, you guys just passed through this actually, and you're headed now on this journey down the second half of the journey from the mountain, from Strahd's Castle Ravenloft, down to another crossroads over here where you passed by the windmill of the Durst Manor windmill that you guys had the deed for, Midnight. And then that journey takes you to the last leg over here to Vallaki. And then from Vallaki up down to here and up the hill again to Argynvostholt, the castle where you want to end up. So this, all in all, is about 16 hours of riding. And with the cart. And yeah, so...
The windmill hags still owe me money.
There's hags in the windmill?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that sucks.
Maybe instead of them giving you money, you can have them shrink the skull so it's easier to carry.
If we pass by them on the way, that might be nice. Because my group does technically own the deed to that windmill, and they're basically renting. Their rent can be shrink this thing down, please.
Sounds fair.
You also know, Midnight, that Granny is the attendant of the windmill, and her family runs that, and you've put her in charge of the heritage of the orphanage in Barovia. And
We don't talk about that orphanage.
she showed up at the dinner. Granny showed up at the dinner with some more pies if anybody wanted any. So you guys, you sort of already know, like, that might be something that could be rectified. But it's also a potential distraction on this course that you're on right now. And if something, I mean, it's your choice if you want to risk taking the skull back, leaving it in the hands of Granny, or trying to make a bargain with the hag.
It's probably not the best decision. It's probably not the best decision right now.
I just want you guys to take options, take account of what you can do. You can do that.
It is an option, but it could take more time than we want.
Why? If they owe you money, they can shrink the skull. Seems pretty simple to me.
It's more of along the lines of how cooperative are they going to be?
I feel like there's a deeper story here, and I'm also feeling like you don't want to talk about it.
I mean, they're hags. They make pies out of people.
They what?
You ever had a meat pie from any of those nice old ladies before?
No, most people don't stop to talk to me with a giant owlbear.
Yeah, they make meat pies out of children.
Wow, and you're renting a house to them?
We didn't know before that happened. I mean, we just kind of left that alone because Strahd. Murder. Strahd. The hags were
Strahd murdered Strahd?
We needed to murder Strahd, and the hags were more of an afterthought.
Oh, we gotta kill Strahd first. I thought your head took like a nasty hit to it or something. You were like stuttering or something? Are you okay? You look kind of banged up.
I'm a little tired, but I'm fine.
Is Winnie okay? He's awfully quiet. Winnie?
I don't want any meat pies. I'm not hungry right now.
Well, they're made of children. I don't think that's nutritious.
Does anyone see my dagger?
You don't need it.
But I had it, and
you don't need it.
It's got to be around here somewhere.
Are you talking about the teleporty dagger or the evil one?
There's my favorite dagger that woman threw at me. I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah,
that's the one you talk to?
No,
I think the one he talks to is the good one.
Oh, the other dagger is the one that he okay, that's...
I don't know, I still feel like it's got to be around here somewhere.
How many talking daggers are there?
I'm confused. Do you have a talking dagger?
I don't have a talking dagger.
See, neither do I, but these guys show up, and all of a sudden they're talking to weapons, and they're pointing at each other and whispering in weird ways, and housing hags that eat babies or something. These guys are weird.
To be fair, we didn't know what was in the pies for a very long time.
Well, it's not like you ate one. You can't eat.
I mean, I can, but I don't. Because it's not really needed.
Do fish people eat people?
As far as I'm aware, no.
Your Triton thing. You said, what was his name?
He ate normal food. Yeah, Cole ate food. I never saw him eat a person. Yeah, his name was Cole.
Ray, did you know there's fish people?
She's met Cole.
Yeah, I know Cole.
You met him?
He wasn't really the nicest to her.
I accidentally killed him, I think, on accident. Or I pushed him down in the murder house. That whole time in this adventure.
Murder house.
To me.
Yeah, he was still alive past that. It's fine.
But he came back, and he was fine. And he tried to murder me back, so it's really okay.
He liked trying to kill something before trying to talk to it.
Oh, swing first, ask later. I can respect that.
A very odd view for a cleric.
What's a cleric?
Priest, kind of, but in heavier armor.
So, like you? Aren't you a cleric?
I'm a paladin.
Sure.
Less preachy, more holy righteous.
Oh. Winnie, you're a paladin too?
I'm an archaeologist.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Avery?
I started all of this as a monster hunter.
Wow, I'm like the only normal person here. Okay, this is cool. This is fine.
The only normal person to the person who's 10 feet
15
tall?
feet, don't short me.
15 feet tall? Yes.
This is the only chance in my life I'll ever get to do this.
Unless you come across another one of those potions.
I'm sure they're abundant here, maybe. It's been a while since I hit up a shop, so I might be going back.
Hey, do you think Helki saw my symbols, so she'll know where to find us?
I think she would have. I think she would have heard the commotion and would have seen us, at least, out through a window, at least.
If not, we're going back for her.
I've never run off and left someone behind like that before.
We will come back for her. Promise you that.
I just hope that she knows that I would never do that if I didn't have a choice. If I had the choice.
She knew what we came there for. She knew the importance of what the importance of this skull is. I'm sure she's fine. She's smart.
This trip has just been a lot more expensive for me than I anticipated. And I don't really have much to show for it at this point.
That's Barovia. It just keeps taking and taking until you have nothing left, and it takes some more.
Yeah, I don't like to talk bad about someone's home, but this place, it's hard to... This would be a hard place to live.
It is very hard. This place is really cursed. Like, you've seen the dead rise. That's like a normal thing here.
I mean, I've encountered that in certain places, but never like here. It's like we're invading in their world and not the opposite way like it normally is.
Well, it's not like my group was trying to actually get here.
Yeah, how did you find Barovia?
We were doing a mission for this noblewoman. I can't really remember what the original mission was at this point, but we were fighting some wolves and we got overrun and we just ran through this fog that we saw show up.
Did that happen to you too, Avery? Did you just show up here, or were you from here?
No, we're not from here. I can't really tell you how we were hunting, presumably a pack of werewolves that had been attacking the human village close by, and my family and I were out hunting for these creatures, and then were ambushed and attacked and fled and ended up here.
Is that how you became a werewolf?
Indeed. I was not born this way.
Ouch. Oh yeah, I was just asking.
Yeah. It's been just as much of an adjustment the last several weeks as anybody else here has been through, I suppose.
Avery, you mentioned being turned werewolf. If you don't mind, how exactly did that happen?
It was presumably, I haven't quite figured out. I've been able to find the exact lineage of who bit me and turned me, but all I know is that it was one of Kirill's packs. I was just fortunate enough to come across some very kind people inside of the pack who were able to kind of keep me from the worst of it. I don't think I was an intentional turn. I think we were trying to kill us for hunting them, basically.
I'm sorry, you said you were bitten because I was bitten, and this wound looks really weird.
You were bitten during our combat with the wolves?
Yes.
That might not be good.
I will take a look at that.
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Yeah, Groza would like to assist with that.
With advantage, Avery. Groza, you can do regular.
Oof. Doubles.
Boundaries.
Oh, wait, here I come. Oh, nat 20.
Nice. Okay, so Avery,
Spicy.
No way.
you go to
every
inspect.
single time I roll the worst and he rolls the best every time.
You go to inspect the wound on Wenny, and as you do, you're reminded of your own bite that you received, and you know that it feels different. And Kira looked different, and you're like about to tell Wenny, like, you know, that looks, you know, like you recognize the teeth marks, you know, they're quite common in your life now, and but you can't respond to him because you were thinking about how you yourself were bitten by Kirill, and you do feel different right now. It's you're more energized and more on edge. You were able to control your lycanthropy before, and you resisted on your first turn to lose your mind, basically, and you kept your sanity about you. There are people who don't have the integrity themselves, who don't have the friends and family and whatnot, the roots that you had, the upbringing you had. If it wasn't for your family, you probably wouldn't have been able to hold on. Like, you knew that, you know, there was a chance maybe you'd see them again, and or at least some of them, you know, you held on to that hope, and some people don't have that. You've noticed as people get bit, sometimes it's instant. It's they lose their minds and they can't hold on. They rage out. They kill their friends. They kill their family sometimes if it's not a good family and one that they have resentment towards or anything. But yeah, it is a vicious curse, and you know that when he has it, but you know that you might not be in control of yourself either.
Yeah, so looking at Winnie's arm, I'm gonna pat his arm and tell him that he's be okay.
And Groza, you know 100% sure that is infected.
Do I believe her?
Yeah, make a deception check.
Okay. I will explain to you, depending on your role, what Avery means by you'll be okay.
Okay.
12.
12.
So based on what little, like, on this like small amount of conversation that we've had, Avery told Winnie that even though, like, you know, big bad werewolves, that's really scary, but all of the very that there were the pack themselves that existed before Kirill's overturning, they were very nice, warm, family kind of people, and they're still there. So even though so Avery does have like an affection towards them for that. So when she says you'll be okay, you'll be okay.
Okay.
It may not be like, am I going to be 100% human okay? Like, no, but it's like, it'll be okay. Like, if you go that way too, like.
So you're not gonna die type of okay.
It's a reassurance. As you see the panic in Groza's eyes.
That might be a little harder to, or a little easier to interpret.
Yeah, if you look at Groza, he's staring at you like, oh shit. But hearing what Avery said, he immediately fights the compulsion to blurt out his thoughts and just,
Okay, so what can I expect? What's going to happen?
Well, I'll help you out here.
In a moon cycle.
I'll help you out here. Yeah, exactly. It is almost a full moon. Tomorrow will be a full moon. This is like the moon is waning. I believe the word is. It is on its
Waxing.
way.
Is a word.
Waxing is on.
Wax off.
Waxing is
Way
growing.
off? Okay, waxing. I always thought wax drips. So waxing is got to be.
No, you
falling.
wax poetic.
Wax on, wax off makes more sense to me.
Wax on, wait off. Yeah.
Wax on.
I love it.
I'm dumb.
Karate Kid. No, it makes sense.
Prayers from a paladin. Wax on. So yeah, the moon is waxing, and it is waxing hard. It is tomorrow will be the full moon, and possibly coincidentally, that is the night that Strahd has planned this ritual. It seems to all be sort of aligning, and it gives you guys both an uneasy feeling that something bad is about to happen. And what if you're part of it?
Winnie, if you do turn, I promise not to immediately decapitate you.
That would be helpful.
I think restraining would probably be the better option, so I don't have to use my silver.
I don't
I have
do
a
well
lot of rope.
restrained.
I mean, if you turn and start trying to go at us, you might need to be restrained.
Okay, but can we? What are the chances of me just losing it and attacking you? Like, can we try without
very high.
restraint?
It's very high the first time. It's I think if my first turn, first full moon, if I had not been surrounded with the people that I was, then I would have ended up like a mindless monster that Kirill was producing on Strahd's behalf. Where are we in relation to the pack hands?
So when you get to that Velaki crossroads, like after about another 8 hours or 7.5 hours of journey, then that would be sort of like a point where you would go down the road a little bit more, a couple hours kind of thing, and then Van Richten's Tower's there, and that's where you'd go off on your own to towards the Wolf Den, or turn the other way and up the hill towards Argynvostholt.
Do I know if I would be able to, if I wasn't able to get Winnie there, if I could travel ahead, get some of Donatello and Emil's wife and everyone to either help him through the transition, or maybe they know a way to stop it before this point?
Yeah, I mean, that's possible. If you don't know who's left at the den or what would happen.
I don't know anything about anything going on there.
Yeah, so you don't know if they are there or if it's safe there even. Without Kirill, his pack and the people that he had running things, like there's a lot of hot-headed folks, and with no leadership on the good side and more timid people on the good side, it seems like right now it might not be an easy in and out to go there. It might take a full force type thing to make sure it's safe, but it's your call.
You could potentially. Well, I guess it depends on what you want to do, Winnie.
I just don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt you all, because that was awful with the bride, and I knew everything that was going on, but I couldn't stop it, and I don't want to do that again. So, if restraining me would work, then great. If you have a better idea,
no, restraining you wouldn't make for the best first experience. But
If she tries to touch you, I'll stab her good.
no.
I would be honored to take you somewhere safe and let you transition for the first time, if that's what you want to do. I know we're heading to a holy-ish place, and maybe they would be able to do something before you turn. I'm not sure exactly how much time we have.
Well, I don't want to endanger the mission, so...
Rosa kind of looks up at the sky and realizes a full moon is tomorrow night. And just, uh-oh.
Are we needed for the ritual that we're doing with the skull?
I don't even think it's really a ritual. We just need to put it back where it belongs.
So is there
The rest of the skeleton's there.
Is there a possibility?
Sounds like we should split.
We could get to these friends or these people you know that could help?
Yeah, if you want to
It would probably be about an 8-hour detour to go to the, like, if you guys went to the Wolf Den and back, it would be about an 8-hour travel of detour.
Do we have that much time?
No.
No, so we should probably split. You can take a Sharpbeak. That way you guys can actually get some speed. Just don't eat my owlbear.
Would never do that.
Not trying to be mean about it, but I love this bear. He's never let me down.
If he loses control, he might not have that option, because he might not be in control of anything he does, or even remember.
Sharpbeak's a sharp one, so I'm sure he'll take off before it gets too dangerous.
The thought that something is eating Barsk's corpse makes me ill. So I understand you perfectly.
Not
really
to be that
small.
asshole, let's just hope something ate it.
He's like really small, right?
Barsk?
Was a goat.
But he was a stout goat. He was good at fighting trolls.
He was a pretty impressive goat, I'm not gonna lie.
You should see his older brothers.
He was a good goat.
So
The only thing I'm currently worried about is half of Argynvost is not receptive to my presence, period. Half of it is, half of it probably wants to kill me.
Well, I'll be there with
So-
you, so they have to go through the big guy first.
Do you want help negotiating your way in? Because I'm great at telling lies and trying to sneak in. It's one of my favorite things to do.
I mean, the quote-unquote, the undead Knights of Ezra are the other half that actually like me, so... It's the Dragon Knights that are kind of crazy, because their leader's kind of really crazy.
and when
That
you
would be
say
the dragon?
when you say half Midnight, you overestimate the numbers of Ezra's troop. Just to let you know.
I know. It makes me feel better.
If this is a planning session, just to be clear, it's nowhere near
Okay,
half.
listen.
There's a handful
Quarter?
of knights.
A little handful. A little handful that likes my presence. But maybe the Dragon Knights will be more receptive now that I'm, bringing the skull back.
And right about then, you guys are traveling down the road, minding your own business and thinking about the Knights of Argynvost and their revenant curse to wake up every day and die again every night and wake up every time they die and always either fight each other or march the castle and always die regardless of what they do.
Repeat and
Sounds like
repeat.
government work.
Rinse, wash, repeat. They are revenants, and that is their curse.
They gotta keep going.
And so, as you contemplate that predicament. Boom.
Loading.
You see, I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're going to have a big kind of upset pause in this. This is not going to be smooth, okay? Don't expect this to be like a whoosh whoosh, because this one's not a whoosh whoosh. But there's a surprise coming. There is a surprise.
I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that.
No whoosh whoosh, but surprise.
Big sus. Big sussy.
So
Oh, is it that time of night already?
It is.
I don't know what's
All right,
going on, but...
Hey, let's just get off the road for a second here.
On the road ahead of you guys, you hear a clop, 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 clop coming at you. And you see a rider on top of a horse. Just give me a minute before you guys make any decisions. Talk about the weather. Go back to thinking about Knights of Argynvost for a second.
You're saying half are on our side already, so we're good.
Well, it's less than half, unfortunately. A handful.
Yeah, that's really less than half.
Yeah, I haven't been all throughout that castle, so I don't know how many's actually in there.
And who's leading the Dragon Knights?
What was his name? I've forgotten. It's not in me notes.
I'm thinking about something else right now. Give me a sec.
Anyway, I thought it was going to be the actual dragon skull, so that's kind of weird. You know, Dragon Knights not serving a dragon.
Well, they serve this dragon, Argynvost.
Oh, that's this dragon? That's Argynvost? Oh.
This is the head of Argynvost, the silver dragon.
Wow, I've heard stories of him.
And I'm taking him back home.
Wow, this mission just got a lot cooler real quick. I thought we were just stealing some dragon skull.
No, this is Argynvost's skull that Strahd took as a trophy.
Yeah, it definitely makes more sense than just having a random dragon skull.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll be receptive that I'm bringing it back.
It couldn't hurt.
Hopefully, if anyone greets us at the gate, it's Sir Godfrey.
So, Avery, more about the first time you transition. I know we're contemplating sending you guys to help him, but is there anything, like, if we can't make it there, that we could do to make it easier?
Like, does he just need free roam of a forest?
Because the tiger meat I have is getting kind of bad.
Stay as far away as possible.
Just let him roam, stay out of his way.
I might suggest climbing a tree. Being a tree, in your case, grows up, but...
When does that hat turn me into a tree?
I think it would be only people.
No,
Okay.
not really. Sorry.
Cassius, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. You guys see the form? Oh. Oh, and they all moved around again.
Cursed! 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 Cursed.
You guys see the form of a humanoid riding away from the town of Vallaki towards you. And Dave, why don't you go ahead and describe what they might see as you are approaching them on the road, and you guys both woeing up on your horses to avoid a collision.
So you would see a man in his about 30s. He looks like he just got through a little bit of a fight. His clothes are torn. The horse doesn't look like it was his horse. He really has no control over the horse. And he's holding a teacup.
There we go. That's the strange part.
Is he just holding a teacup?
Yeah, that's his
As-
weapon.
He beats a bitch with the teacup. That's all I can think of now.
As depressed as Winnie is, when he sees the teacup, he gets a little smile and says, "You wouldn't happen to have any tea on you, would you?"
So, Greg, am I allowed to approach the camp?
Yeah, I mean, can you see everything that's going on? They're
Yeah, it's
riding.
just that I have no control over the character.
Yeah, movement's still off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of us messed that up for everybody. That's my bad.
Don't
So we
touch
can't
the
mix
cart.
things.
Just don't touch the cart.
I think you can move now. Yeah. And you should have control over the horse too.
Yes, I do.
Well,
You
hello,
can,
horse.
You can drag and select both, or you know that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, take it away, guys.
Hello. Was I followed? No. It looks clear. May I sit at your camp?
Well, we
Such
haven't
as it is.
exactly made camp yet, but sure. What happened to you?
Oh, thank you, Priyatin, for your kindness and generosity. It is most appreciated in my time of need. I barely made out of that nightmare alive. I was attacked, but fortunately, I am as cunning as I am skilled in etiquette. Armed only with very hot tea, I splashed it in the eyes of my attacker, blinding him long enough for me to make my escape.
Who tried
I
to
am-
attack you?
These creatures, these half animal, half people.
Uh-oh.
What animal?
I don't know. They were very furry.
Are there any werewolves in Valakia, Vere?
Valaki is quite overrun, I'm afraid.
There's werewolves all over the place.
That's where the den is.
Did they
Is it
take over
your people?
Valaki?
It seems so. It would not be wise to go back there.
Hmm.
Oh, so sorry. Let me introduce myself. I am Cassius Anejo Reposado de Blanco at your humble service. If I had a kettle, I would offer you a warm drink. I see your friend is interested in my tea, but all I have is this cup.
You're not from Barovia, are you?
No, I am most certainly from Barovia.
I don't recognize you. Then again, I don't know everyone in Barovia. I'm Groza. I'm the 15-foot tall, half-naked man.
Wait, what part is naked? The lower half?
No, the upper
No, the
half.
upper half.
Dealer's choice.
Your eyes are safe.
Thank God.
It's already canon. I'm wearing like a fur skirt.
His shoulders, though.
Well, yeah, I guess you can camp with us for the night before the werewolves come back.
Thank you very much.
Listen, let me see if I've got any chamomile left. I used the last back in, it feels like weeks ago, but it was really only days ago. DM, if I look into my haversack for the last bit of chamomile, what do I find?
Give me a survival check to see how well you rationed it. There is enough for another round.
Okay. So yeah, you see Winnie pulling out like some weird sausage, a chunk of moldy cheese, a thing of bread, moldy, of course, throws that over. Then he dumps the last of his food wallet out. There's just enough chamomile tea to make a brew.
So you guys are just about to find a good place to make a fire and all that. And you all, before you can relax, Midnight, you're thinking about a good place to maybe pull the cart over and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to hear some skittering in the bushes around you. Okay, like a broken branch. And then on like 100 feet away, just like the sound of bark cracking or something. Just like little crack sounds and like movement sounds, brush being scraped across sounds happening around you. Everybody can give me a perception check.
I did. Was that my perception check that you were just describing? I'm so sorry.
Did you give me a perception check already? Oh, wow.
She had
Yeah,
a 22
yeah.
on one.
Yeah, because as soon as you started talking about furry werewolves, she would have been starting to sniff around to see.
I did
if you could-
bad.
Gotcha.
I did not.
This horse
Everyone
walked up
know.
to me and kicked some dirt in my eye.
Okay, so nobody sees anything.
I think the highest was a 20. If we're not going
22.
off average 22. Yeah, 22. There we go.
So nobody sees anything, but you all heard some cracking of branches and stuff. So you uneasily make your way off the road a little bit and try to find a place to a clearing large enough to bring the wagon through. And
That noise still follows us. I throw a rock at it.
Get into the bushes and stuff. Oh geez, let me just go one more second here and bring the rest of you, because Cassius is also here now too. So yeah, you make camp.
Cassius?
Yeah, that's the name we're gonna go with because the rest of it's too long for my brain.
That's how he introduced himself, I believe, right?
Let me sure. I'm not seeing it.
Because what?
Yes, Cassius.
Cassius.
The first name, anyways.
Yes.
What's his name?
The horse is unnamed.
You didn't introduce. And this is my horse, Fritz.
He rode in on a horse with no name.
The nameless
That's
horse.
actually his name. Nameless horse.
Nice.
So no name.
I guess I can give your horse and you a hue as well now.
Yay!
I guess midday needs a hue.
Yay!
All right. So as you guys sit around the campfire here with Wenny starting to make some tea. Yeah, you guys take it away. Obviously keeping a little bit of an eye out for what's around you, but it's been 15 minutes and nothing
It's happened yet?
Nothing has happened yet.
In my mind, I'm going to say, David.
Yes, hello.
I think a big change is about to happen to me. And I need you to not stab anyone if I lose control.
You need me to not stab anyone if you lose control. I don't think you're understanding what I enjoy about this whole relationship.
Right. Listen, here's the thing. If you will not feast on the blood of my companions, then I will take you somewhere where we can fill you up.
Oh?
These people we're with now are not deserving, but I have a feeling they're going to lead us to some real trouble where you can feast to your heart's content. So just give me tonight and the next night, and if things get crazy, do not hurt these people. And after that, I promise you plenty of food.
Well, I mean, if you could be any more vague, I suppose, yes, I will, I don't know, sure, do whatever you said.
How do you feel about werewolves?
Ooh, I don't know. They seem to bleed quite a bit. That was nice.
Well, I was bitten by one, and I think I'm going to turn into one. And when I do, I may be tempted to brandish you, and that's what I'm saying. If I do, fight me. Do not let me hurt my friends.
Well, I mean, what are friends really? I mean, I ended up in the dagger, didn't I? So maybe I'm doing you a favor if I do.
These people had nothing to do with that.
Sure. That's what they all
I'm
say.
sorry that you were betrayed, but I've got good friends who wouldn't do that to us. Now,
if you say so.
In an act of goodwill, I got rid of that other dagger.
I did notice that. You left, so that's something. I suppose I could take that as a compliment.
Yes, please do. And also, do me a favor, keep your eyes peeled while we're in the wilderness here. I feel like we're constantly on the edge of being ambushed.
I can see everything around this campsite, including that big hairy beast over there. That's I don't trust that thing. I bet it bleeds real good. Did I stab that thing once already? I feel like I did.
You might have.
How is it back again? I like to stab it again, actually.
Listen, we can find plenty of that isn't pets. I mean, come on. Stabbing someone's pet is like kissing your sister. There's no honor in it.
If you say so. I mean, blood is blood, right? Mother didn't like it when I had fun either, so.
Yeah, well, I think we can achieve a higher standard of living for the both of us.
Well,
because we're leaving here as soon as possible. We're not staying in this horrible place. We'll go back home. You've probably forgotten what it's like.
No, I just woke up again when I came here. I feel like I'm alive again.
Oh, well, I could show you better places than this.
If we're leaving, I think I'll be staying.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You know, you're constantly rusty here, right? That doesn't bother you? You haven't noticed that I've been constantly polishing the rust and oiling the blade?
He teleports you up 10 feet above the wagon here, and you fall into the wagon like 5 feet onto your butt. You can barrel roll out of it if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
You don't get hurt. It's not far enough to hurt you.
Okay.
What'd we say about sassing your weapon, Winnie?
Listen, it's like a child. You just got to keep... You got to be consistent. He'll figure it out. Then Winnie will slowly move back to his spot around the fire.
Rosa just finds a big branch and just sits on it.
I'll be like over here by the skull. I believe Groza introduced himself, but the rest of us haven't to you, Cassius. I am Midnight.
That's it? Just Midnight?
Midnight, Night.
Those titles?
Knight of Ezra? Do you want titles and all?
He has a notepad out prepared to take notes.
I guess any grandiose titles I would have would be Midnight, Knight of Ezra, Chosen of Ezra. That would be about it.
He nods and gives you a little respect. I mean, a knight is a valorous creature, correct?
I would like to think so.
Sir, the tea is ready. If you'd like to come sit.
Which character?
That
probably
was
right.
Tiniest one.
Right here.
The tiniest one. Got it. So he will pop a squat at the little camp.
And Winnie pours you a fill in your cup. It says, "I'm Lavish Wixit, and I'm an archaeologist, and I'm here researching an amulet, which I have been unable to trace."
What kind of amulet are you looking for?
Well, I don't know much about it, and DM, I will produce the drawing that I have of this amulet. I have to dig in my notes here.
Yeah.
It's star-shaped, made of a gem.
It's got a red gem set into the middle of it. It's rumored to be over 1,000 years old. It well over 1,000. It has holy symbols carved into it, and it is said to be a clerical spell casting focus type thing.
It's got something to do with the Keepers of the Feather.
Well, I do hope you find it. Since you're an archaeologist, that's kind of your life's work.
Yeah, if I'd known that this was my destination, I probably would have turned down this job.
Would you rather be in a museum or something like behind a desk?
I don't mind a good dungeon, but I'd rather be somewhere where I understood what was coming at me. I've already lost my most trusted mount, and I'm missing a good friend who's trapped in the castle. So this has been a rough trip for me.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Well, there's no sense in fussing about it now. We got a good fire and hot tea. To your health.
To yours as well.
So how long has Vallaki been overrun by werewolves?
I will defer to you, DM.
Well,
I don't know the timing.
Yeah, it's been a few days now of ever since the festival of the Blazing Sun, which happened like a week and a bit ago, kind of thing. The town has been in disrepair, and the defenses were at a time weakened, and fires were started here and there. They were put out eventually, but looting continued, and the town went to decay slowly. And because the defenses were down, it sort of left it open for the werewolves to come, and they started to take people at night when people were sleeping, because there weren't enough guards to guard the entire perimeter anymore, and there were holes in the walls, so they had to pick their places where they could defend, and certain families, certain places got attacked easier. More people were taken out to the dens to increase Strahd's werewolf population, and the other thing that happened was that like creatures that were like half like part bird face and part like cow legs or minotaur horn on one side, or like they took body parts from animals and they were stitched to them and put together again, which you guys would recognize as the ones that they referred to as mongrel folk in Kresk.
And Midnight will recognize that, definitely.
Yeah, they seem to be attacking as well, and they're on the loose, roving bands of them, like wild little squad parties of they go in and they would enter the town like a pack of hyenas or something, circle around any prey that they could get near, and they would always just be chanting food, 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 and they would tear people's arms off and run away. Unless they could carry the whole person. It's not the best place to be.
Yeah, so I said all of that. It sounds very unpleasant.
The mongrel folk got out of Kresk?
It would appear so.
Is that the
Everyone would
direction
know
we're going?
that the eventual plan was to fully ransack
Valaki?
Rocky. Christ, I could not remember that damn name. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So that all lines up and is not super Everybody's not surprised by that news.
Because that was Kirill's plan all along.
It was part of it, yeah.
Yep.
Is that the direction we're traveling?
Towards Valaki.
That is the direction.
Wonderful.
We're lucky we might be able to find a shortcut through the woods or something to stay clear of Valaki.
Avery, maybe we can take that side trip.
Because that sounds dangerous.
Would being a ranger in the woods, where that is her favorite terrain, and having been all over these places, would Avery be able to discern any kind of, even if it's like a super not well-traveled hunting trail or something, to get them?
Yeah, so most of the journey here, I'll go back to the other thing again. World map, boo boo.
World map.
Most of the journey ahead of you is so you've got, this is your party marker in Barovia, village of Barovia. You guys met the priest of Osiris in the church there and everything, and then went to the inn. You stole his coin pouch. You underpaid for incredible potions from a dumb
very dumb.
Thought he was ripping you off. And
we ripped him off.
Well, it's kind of like he hasn't seen items like that come in very frequently at all, maybe in his whole life. And he thought he was charging you good money for them because, like, it's more money than he's seen in a while, too. So, like, somebody dropped them off and he was not supposed to sell them for that. But anyways, Bildrith did you a favor, and then you traveled across the bridge of Barovia there, and then you went to you cut across
the
here
shortcut.
to Madame Ava's. Yeah, so then you went to the camp here, and you noticed that Madame Ava had been missing, but all of her
seer things were still there.
Yeah, her tent and everything was still there. She just like disappeared, and or was taken or something, and all of the Vistani in her camp were beheaded as well. And then you went on down the trail and everything, and passed over to the bridge here, and this is where
the bridge fight happened.
Had the bridge fight. You continue. That's where your goat passed on. Bart.
Poor goatee.
And then there's this T intersection that heads up to Castle Ravenloft, where you stole the skull. You came back to this T intersection at the end of the last episode, kind of thing. We just said you were like here, kind of thing. And so now, yeah, you're still in the woods over here somewhere. And Cassius has been running away from Valaki, trying to get somewhere safe, and figured he'd try out Barovia. So as far as the wolf den goes, if you were in Valaki here, which is about 8 hours away from where you are, you would travel this way either way. You would travel this way. And then because this is a really steep uphill and everything, it takes a few more hours than the straight road. But that is an 8-hour trip from Valaki to top of the mountain. And then this is Van Richten's tower over here. And the werewolf Kresk is here, and the werewolf den is up here. Werewolf den has a kind of overlook view over Kresk and the lake.
All of that to say, no, there's no safer way to send them farther up to.
Yeah, so if you want to split up, it's basically like right around here that you could be splitting up to save any time at all or whatever. And like,
yeah, you would have to go straight through Valaki.
You guys would have this 30 kilometer, 50 kilometer journey to do from there versus 20 or something for the rest of them. So it would definitely be potentially you missed the whole rest of the thing that all the fun stuff that's about to happen if you decided to go to the werewolf den now. You could, however, potentially get word to some of them.
I don't necessarily want to go to the werewolf den. Yeah, because we already decided that was going to be too long of a detour. What I was trying to do was trying to split off closer in the woods on the way to where we are going, that I could potentially take Winnie out in a safe place and help him transition through while they are going kind of the opposite direction, still all more or less on the way to where they want to be. Does that make sense?
You want to go ahead, do something, and join up with them? Yeah?
If Winnie is wanting to transition through to be a lycanthrope, then yes. Or if he wants to wait until we get there, see if they can cure him.
I mean, you can always run off into the woods. I can't promise you're going to be faster than them when you catch up. I mean, you never know how long Winnie's going to take to do that kind of thing either. So it's a dice roll, literally.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather...
You might miss the action and be stuck behind because I'm not just going to be like, oh, you're there now and there's no payment for that. So yeah, if you're trying to actually control this outside of dangerous situation or whatever, trying to reduce the danger, you can potentially miss out on some of the stuff because it takes too long to do that kind of thing.
Well, then maybe we just power ahead and hope for the best.
It is a rush here. There is a time clock here. So. You know that kind of thing could take 8 hours to tie him up and have talk him down after a change. It could be that he needs to sleep afterwards too. So it might not be a neat little 15-minute. Hey, you're feeling better now? Good stuff, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go with the plan and hope for the best.
We also have at least 20 hours to figure it out.
Yeah, that's true.
And if worse comes to worse, rope and silver. But that's last thing we want to resort to.
I would almost rather he rip you to shreds than you tie him up and put silver on him.
I appreciate that.
Well, we don't have to get violent right away.
That's what I'm saying. Worst comes to worst. If it has to come to that, it will come to that. But we're hoping
Cassius,
it doesn't.
Now I know we have a situation.
Yeah, from what I understand, turning into a lycanthrope is probably the most exhausting activity next to soccer.
I like this guy. He's funny.
He hasn't tried to kill us yet, so there's also that.
I mean, we're outnumbered. I mean, he's outnumbered. But, I mean, he could still try, I guess. Oh, are you injured by any chance? You look like you got into a fight there.
No, I just the clothing. I had no puncture wounds that I can tell. Thank God.
As you've probably heard, we're making our way through Falaki because we have to get to Argynvostholt.
Well, I would be happy to help in any way that I can help. Like I said, I'm the master of etiquette. If you need me to introduce you to people and talk, I can do that.
Midnight. Do you have a map of where we're going? Do we have a map amongst our collected belongings of where we're going, DM?
Pretty sure at least one of us does.
Yeah.
He also knows the area very, very well.
That's what I thought. Okay, can I use my navigator's tools to see if I can plot a shortcut that might save us some time?
You can try to do that, but as you're doing that, you're doing it around people that are wilderness folks who know the pathways and stuff like that, who are already
so
cutting
maybe
a lot
we collaborate.
of that time down.
Is there a way is there a way to go up the backside of the mountain that could save us time? Like, might be a little harder, but
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
cut off.
Give me a survival check if you want.
Ooh.
You think you found a potential dirt road situation that you might be able to like cut through the switchback and just go more straight up in the upcoming area that you've got to do soon?
Yeah, look at this. Does this make sense to you all? Have you all been in this area? There's a faint line on this map, and I swear it's a trail. What do you think?
It might be an old trail, so it could be dangerous. Maybe it'd be too weak to support the skull's weight, but I mean, it's a possibility.
Shit, breathing here is dangerous.
Everything here is dangerous.
Yeah.
Existing here is dangerous.
Do you think it's worth trying? Maybe it'll save us some time.
I mean, if it's a shortcut,
We should probably check it out. I mean, especially with the Velaki situation now.
with Velaki overrun,
Yeah, I mean, it
So
might shave an
operating-
hour or two off your journey.
time saved is time saved.
Also, since we are in the forest, our party, or difficult terrain does not slow our group's travel. We can't become lost by magical means.
It
Oh,
does
good.
slow the wagon travel, though.
Mm.
Can't travel with a wagon over roots and trees.
Okay,
Unless
got it.
you're some kind of a Gandalf situation going on or something. I forget his name. Anyways, usually that's not easy to do.
Shadowfax.
There you go.
So what if we smash up the wagon and make a litter and carry the skull that way?
They make
What's
a
a
what?
litter?
So like you instead of hitching the horse to the wagon, we would use the two spars from the wagon. You basically make a triangle that you have them come down from the horse, and you have a cross piece, and you drag those sticks across the ground. Primitive people where I come from use them for traveling on unimproved surfaces where there's no roads.
Sure. I mean, that's a thing.
It's a thing, but what if it just doesn't work? Then we have no way to transport the skull anymore.
I mean, I'm just throwing ideas out there. We know what we got to do, and we got a limited time to do it.
Can we touch the skull now, Midnight? Did you fix whatever's going on with it? Because if it burns me again, I'm gonna be really upset.
It discharged its negative energy, so I can only assume yes, but the only way of finding out is if one of you touch it. It's fine if I touch it. The negative
Not
energy
me.
didn't even touch me. I mean, I could try talking to it again, but I don't know if it'll talk.
Oh yeah, Cassius, at random times they'll zone out and they'll just talk to things. It's weird. Winnie's got a dagger, and then she's talking to the skull and apparently the horse. If you can talk to things inside your head, you're welcome amongst this group.
I mean, the dragon thing was more everyone could hear it most of the time.
One time.
Yes, and the only other time it spoke was once before that, in my head, and that was it.
And then it attacked us.
It didn't attack you. It was discharging the negative energy that it soaked up from being in the castle forever.
I'm
But
imagining
I don't know
Midnight.
if I will fit in because I don't think I can talk to things other than maybe a good book.
Have you heard anything from the other settlements? Or is it just Velaki that's fallen to the mongrel people
And the werewolves.
and the
From what
werewolves?
I understand, just for Loki.
And Kresk hasn't fallen at all, even though that's where the mongrel folk come from?
DM, would I know that?
You would not know anything about these mongrel folk. They just showed up in Vallaki one day.
I'm sure Kreska's fine. They're tough there.
I mean, I don't know. The man who created the mongrel folk is in Kresk, but he usually kept a leash on them. And I'm not so
Maybe
sure
he
about that
died.
now. He was a very, very weird celestial being, and I don't like him. Oddly enough to say.
And he was terrible.
So that's not Van Richten then.
No, the mongrel folk have nothing to do with Van Richten. It's deals with a very demented celestial.
Oh, of course.
Getting better and better.
You know, it's weird. You live a place your whole life, and you just stop, and you're like, wow, I never knew there were celestials and dragon skulls and all this stuff just in your homeland. It's crazy.
Yeah, that celestial guy is no good. I think he's gone demented from being in Barovia for so long.
Same.
I can relate.
Well, honestly, I need to sleep. I feel terrible.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm,
we need to tuck into this tent. I don't want to stop the conversation though.
not like I can fit in it.
Yeah, Giant Man's gonna have to rough it till that potion wears off.
Sorry, I like sleeping out under the sky anyway.
Yeah, I pretty much can just stand and I'll be fine. Stand, sit. I just kind of shut down and it's good enough. I still keep watching everything.
Cassius, you ever seen a fish person?
Oh dear. Here he goes
No,
again.
I have never seen a fish person.
Get this, they're real. And they had a, what was it, a Triton?
Triton.
Yeah, they had one of those things.
Were you in the water with them?
No, he was traveling with us on land.
So he was a fish out of water? That
Yes.
seems highly irregular.
Right, that's what I said. And get this, apparently they had a bird friend too, a bird person.
Aarakocra.
See? Like, what is that?
I don't think birds like to go in the water unless they're a duck.
No, this one looked more
Yeah.
like a tropical bird, maybe like a parrot, almost.
See, I could see that if it was a tropical bird, maybe, but a regular bird, no, definitely
She was
not.
very colorful.
Wait, so the fish person has like legs.
Yes,
So it's
he
like
has
a
legs.
fish person. Like if I was a fish dude?
Yeah, he just had blue skin, green hair, and like webbed fingers and toes.
Oh, what was his name? Cyrus. What was he again?
A goblin?
Yeah, do you know about Goblin, Cyrus? Or I'm sorry,
Cassius.
Cassius. My apologies.
You mean
Do you know
mean
about
the little green men? They're
Yeah,
really scary.
This guy was just a little weird. Like he was really like just sharpening bones. He really liked bones.
I mean, he was doing what he was good
I was
at.
trying to be nice. I said they're weird. I didn't want to say that. You know, that's not.
Oh no, I'll say I met one.
You know, Goblin was abducted as a child. He was making I think he originally made furniture or trinkets.
Oh no, I didn't really pay attention a lot to him. I was just trying not to step on him. He had a good heart though. He had a heart of a warrior.
Died like one too. He at least got outside of the walls.
True. He said it's the first time he's been outside since he can remember. He looks so happy.
How did he die?
Fighting werewolves.
Yeah, we literally just left Strahd's castle alive.
That's a feat not many can talk about and still be around to tell the tale.
It's their first time getting out. It's my second.
She's over here bragging.
And then you hear Winnie's voice from the tent, and I left my friend there.
We'll go back to get her, Winnie, I promise you.
You said you didn't want that dagger. I mean, yeah, Helki. Yeah, we're gonna go back for Helki.
Thankfully, he wasn't at his castle this time.
I wonder where he would have went.
Probably nowhere good. I just know I'll be able to sense when he's near, at least.
Oh yeah, because you're where? Yeah.
The cursed armor, yes. If he gets near, it'll probably start locking up. Unless I can literally outmuscle my own armor.
I mean, I can help you move in it.
Can't help me swing a sword in it, though.
So, I'm sorry, I can't help but listen to the conversation.
Yeah, sorry, I'm like yelling across the camp. I should move closer. I'm so sorry, Winnie. You were trying to sleep.
No, don't worry about it.
Sharpbeak, stop staring at his horse.
Oh no.
Midnight, what? Tell me about that armor.
Well, with my original group, we were leaving Vallaki, I believe, and there was this wagon, and our group rogue, to nicely put it, wanted the things that was in it, so we ended up getting the wagon.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And there was this weapon in it that our cleric got that seemingly wasn't cursed, and then there was this nice looking suit of armor. At the time I was only wearing chainmail, and I did like a little sense on everything, and everything seemed to be fine, so I switched it out and didn't discover this was cursed till Strahd made me go immobile.
Wait, so
Yeah, see,
you were
I
busting
wish-
my chops about a cursed dagger, and you're wearing armor that could get locked up?
I didn't know it was cursed, and it didn't do anything till Strahd forcefully made it stop moving.
You never know anything's cursed. The only time I ever sold somebody a cursed item, and they knew it was cursed, well, the person was deranged, and I got a lot of money.
It probably didn't help that this wagon and the items in it were bound for Strahd's castle as well.
Yeah, it's just
So-
a rule of thumb here. Just don't touch anything. Like,
The armor's, at least away from Strahd, has served me very well, though.
There's no way to square yourself with this armor before we see Strahd again.
I don't know if I can get out of it. It would need a probably very high remove curse spell.
I can't cast that.
I mean, I can, but probably not strong enough.
I mean, you never know until you try. Go ahead. We'll watch.
I'm still tapped from our last fight. I haven't been able to rest.
Right, yep.
My
It's been,
magic comes back
hectic.
slowly.
In a hectic couple hours.
Yeah. Still
Well,
upset I
Cassius,
never...
are you a magic user?
No, not at all.
Finally, at least there's another one that doesn't use magic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you proficient in any type of fighting, Cassius?
I have a rapier. I've watched people fight with it, so I think I'm an expert.
Makes sense.
Well, as long as you're capable of fighting, because you're gonna run into a lot of shit with us.
I will try not to get myself killed.
I'm at least capable of, when I'm not tapped on magic anyways, capable of healing. So hopefully we won't have any situations that happened like when we got out of that castle. Hopefully.
I can deal with not seeing any more gargoyles either.
The gargoyles weren't even a problem.
No, it's just like, you look at a statue and you're like, oh, that's really cool. That must have taken a long time. And then it starts moving and jumps down and tries to bite at you. Then you're like, oh, well, that's just disturbing.
I agree. And you know what's worse than that? Mimics. I hate mimics.
What's a mimic?
So they're these horrible creatures, and they can look like anything. They can look like
Except people.
Their favorite thing to do is look like a chest of treasure. And when you go to plunder the treasure, it becomes a monster and attacks you.
Well, Winnie, it sounds like they got your number, huh?
You know how many times I've fallen for that?
6.
I hate them. Oh. More than I got fingers and toes, my friend.
Oh, Can you eat them, though? Because I am getting rather hungry.
No, I don't. I've never heard of eating them.
I don't think anyone would want to. That sounds kind of gross. Oh, if you're hungry, I still have rations on me. I don't eat, so I only carry them for the people I travel with.
Are they still good, or like are they pushing like a?
It's rations. It's dried food.
I can.
Yeah, I can. I'm gonna go take Sharpbeak, and we're gonna go hunt for something. I appreciate it. You hold on to that. Let me go see if I can get. Is anybody else hungry? I can get food for like 5 people at least.
Suit yourself.
Now that you mention it,
I can double all of our stuff.
All right.
And
Everett, you want to go hunting?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
By the way, my javelins are like really big now, so if you see something, I could just probably like harpoon that thing.
I don't think there's anything on this land big enough.
That would need that.
We need that.
I know, but like maybe that'd be kind of cool.
Something of Jurassic size would be necessary.
Actually, Groza, you've seen a bird whose wingspan is like 50 feet, at least.
I've seen that bird.
He wants to spear that bird.
If we see that bird, I can hopefully take it down. And imagine how much food we can get from that.
That's an omelet machine for sure.
This bird.
Right, if it's a bird, it's laying eggs. We can make omelets.
Hey,
as long as it doesn't kill you.
Did your fish friend, not fish friend, your bird friend lay eggs?
Yes.
Really? Wow, a humanoid bird laying eggs has got to be very disturbing to see.
Well, yeah, it mainly looks like a bird, but it walks, it talks.
It talks?
Yes, of course they talk.
Oh, of course they talk, like I would know. Come on, Everett, let's just go hunting.
Hey, if you see any mushrooms, I've got just enough butter to cook some mushrooms.
What kind of mushrooms you looking for?
Only the healthful kind.
Define helpful for me.
Unless a mushroom trip will help my transition.
And I still have
I'll be back.
I still have uses of my jug of alchemy if we want wine or water, oil, beer, honey.
Rosa just kind of stops.
Wait, we could have had cold beer this whole time?
I'll go for a beer.
I mean, it only gets one use a day, is the problem.
All right, give it to Winnie.
Cold beer at the end
Cold
of the day.
beer.
I mean, it does an X amount of that, but it would be a waste since I don't really have a container big enough to hold it in.
Groza's the container.
Yeah, but Winnie's had a rougher day. I mean, I lost like a goblin I wasn't even attached to, so like...
You want me to pour 4 gallons of beer down the giant's mouth?
I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
I don't know. I don't know if Avery knows mathematics like that.
What's mathematics? We live in the woods.
Yeah, arithmetics. Yeah.
Small beer barrels worth.
You could just pour everybody a little bit of beer. It would be great.
The thing is, it doesn't stop until the required amount's poured out.
Wait, so
all right, everyone gets a sip. I finish it. It's fine.
You have a beer fountain, and we're not drinking it?
I mean...
No, I'm trying to go hunting. I'm trying to figure out why I'm not drunk right now.
I mean, the pure water that comes out of it seemed more helpful than getting people drunk.
Oh, come on. We can drink water any day.
There's water everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
beer.
Do you have cups for the beer, or just do I need to do it in your hands?
I pull out my massive tankard from my mess kit. That's 3 times the size.
When he he dumps his tea out and has his little cup.
All right, everyone, cups out. I'll pour the babies their beer.
Yes, baby wants beer.
I'm doing Groza last so we can get the rest of it.
Just to let you know, Midnight, you can cork it as an action.
I can?
Yeah.
Oh, thank
you. Well, why would you want to?
You just can't make more than one type of liquid per day.
Yeah. And it's 4 gallons of beer, and I'm sure his giant tankard can hold more than that. So he gets it last.
Little pony keg. This is great.
Right? And she waited to now tell us about this.
This is the best thing that's happened to us all trip.
So,
Agreed.
Like, 36 tall boys?
I mean, there was one time that priest felt me up. That was kind of awkward.
I'll take out, to make pouring easier, I'll take out this empty jug I have, like, in my backpack. Like, I'll place the jug on, like, a stump. Pour, like, however much a jug can hold into the jug. And then just go up to Gross and just pour the rest into Gross's cup. Because I'm sure it can hold that much.
Did you have a cup with you before?
Yeah, I have a mess kit.
Yeah, so your cup is bigger too now, so that makes sense. And you have a horn.
So everyone gets like a little.
Oh, that's not for drinking.
So everyone gets like a pour of beer, and then like Rosa gets the big thing. And if anyone wants refills, they can use my jug to do a refill. Because I have like a normal jug.
This
I
is
pour it into first.
So completely out of character. Completely out of character. I think it would be really funny if your stein or your mug was like small sized, so you have this little like shot glass, and that's it. That's the
You
only
should
thing.
see me digging out of Castle Ravenloft. I was using a pickaxe the size of a toothpick because I couldn't fit through the doors. So I'm sitting there. They're like, "We're go ahead, Groza." I'm like, "Tink, tink," and I kept dropping it. Tink.
Just remember, if any of you get too needy on the beer, next time I'm pouring you vinegar.
Who are you talking to?
Me.
Oh.
Do you know how rare it is for my tribe to get beer? And the stuff we make is not as good.
Just for like reference, this is like high quality stuff.
I might get dependent on it.
Okay.
Midnight, roll 2d8.
2d8s? Okay,
roll 2d8.
Where's the slash roll 2d8? 4.
Everybody who drinks the beer will receive 4 temporary hit points. Of
bless
pure
you.
happiness.
Pure happiness. Love it.
Cassius. So we were traveling with this priest, right? And I was wearing this hat Winnie gave me, and I looked just like how he does. And he comes up to me, and he goes for one of the pockets. It ain't a pocket. He literally puts this, like, what was it, a thing of cards down the front of my loincloth.
Oh yeah, don't we still
should've
have
seen
most
his
of those
face.
cards?
Yeah, I think I got like 3 left. You want me to pull one?
What did he say they were used for again? Emergencies or just...
I mean, they're mine. I'll use them how I want. But when I threw it, like when I drew it, it burned and I hurt him.
I think only you could hear him as well.
Well, I get to talk to somebody in my head this time?
I think that's how those cards work.
Yes, finally.
But I do think he said not to use them all.
No,
So at
he's
least-
probably happy to hear me.
I don't know if he liked you.
He liked me. I can tell. I'm good with people.
I think he was more happy when we finally gave over any information on that book about his ritual or whatever it was.
You know, I would have shared the book with him much sooner if he had just been polite. I just did not care for how rude he was.
I mean, he was however many centuries old and just wanted to die and was sick of life.
You know how old
Yeah, he was an immortal, by the way, Cassius. So he claimed.
So he claimed. There's so many people that claim to be immortal.
I mean, in all technicalities, Warforged don't die unless, we get killed.
Well, hopefully we don't see one of those.
Or there's
I am a
scrap drive.
Warforged.
That's right. You said it before. Totally forgot.
What about when there's a scrap drive? Do you have to hide?
A what?
A scrap metal drive.
I'm not scrap.
You know, like a recycle-rama.
That kind of sounded offensive.
To the best of my memory, I am not made of scrap.
Midnight, Avery would like another one, please.
I pour another.
Oh, no, sorry. No, Everett's hunting. Everett's not here.
Oh, she left without me. Damn it! And I down it and I take off. Come on, Sharpie.
I will save her at least 1 cup of beer.
Damn it, Averay, you sneak away. I was gonna go hunting too. Just mad because my harpoons are big.
I'm sure we can easily see him looking for her.
Yeah, I think stalking as a 20-foot giant is pretty
Hard.
Yeah.
You might not do that great, Groza. I think everything can see you coming.
Step on.
We'll try. We'll figure it out when I get there. Goodbye.
Just crouch walk or something.
Who's got the knees for that?
Mine, probably.
Sharpie, stay and watch the camp.
Okay, so before you leave the camp here, make a Constitution saving throw if you've been drinking at all.
For drunkenness.
Yeah.
Avery, I don't think has drank anything yet since she left before.
What about
He's
those
fine.
of us staying in camp? Are we good?
I don't need to eat or drink. I'm good.
If you're in camp, you can
Because
also
I have not been drinking.
Yeah, you can also make a con save if you were drinking though. Too.
Okay.
Everyone else gets the joy of good booze.
And
I get my oil and pig drippings.
Do we get any bonuses?
You got a 4 temp HP.
But we don't get a +4 from your aura.
No, you're not in her aura right now.
Yeah, if you're not in my aura, nope. Gotta be within 10 feet of me.
You feel slightly less drunk when you stand right next to Midnight. You take a few steps away, and you get woozy
Whoa.
We know he's gonna play.
Well, that's terrible because you go up to her to get. You're like, yeah, give me 2 more, and then you,
and then you leave, and then you're like, oh, I'm hammered.
And she tells us not to get reliant on it. She's turning into a game.
You guys had maybe it was a first meal of the day, and it's actually a little bit stronger than you might have thought beer to be. Very fermented, maybe a little too long. It's some blue monk strength, and it's
Blue
got,
monk.
got some kick. Yeah, got some kick. So you guys head out.
Got that
to the...
citrusy aftertaste.
Yeah, exactly. You guys head out into the forest, look for to forage for some food. So
and special mushrooms for Winnie.
And special mushrooms. And so I'll let you guys. You guys are basically off doing that for a bit here. Back at the rest of the camp. Is your owlbear Sharpbeak going to or no?
No, he's going to stay at the camp.
Protect camp.
Okay, so at the camp here, are you guys taking watches at all, or is it still hanging out? Like, is anybody trying to rest at all, or no?
I mean, I can easily sentries rest and always be on watch.
I definitely need to rest.
Here's my sentries rest thing so I can remember how do sentry.
Well, I only rolled a 6 on my Constitution saving throw, so I guess I'm checking the tent for mimics.
What's my sentries rest? Where is it? Roll.
Checking the tent for mimics. Nice.
Info button.
What if the tent is a mimic?
Hey, I once encountered a mimic that was old enough that it was big enough to be an entire shed. And we didn't realize till we were inside it.
I think I heard that story before.
It was awful.
All right. So as you guys think about these adventurous times, having a little bit of a relaxation kick as well. The alcohol's just the right mixture to give you the hit points back for those count for like your total. So if you want to roll short rest dice while they're away, you can do the short rest, or you can wait and try to continue on long resting. It's up to you. Midnight, everybody else is kind of settled down. It's just you and the skull at the camp right now.
Woo.
That's kind of the opportunity that they were waiting for. And
I still got my eyes.
You do. You are not. You see this happening, as they approach.
I don't like that thing.
And you see
Did I use my ability?
I'm trying to get...
Was this after 1 hour or like instantly?
This is after like 5 minutes after they go into the tents. Maybe 10 minutes
so
after
just
they go.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes, okay.
So you feel a brush behind you in the bushes. You sense it. And at the same time, you see a motion in front of you at the tent.
What in the... Midgets!
There's something trying to get at your cape right now. As these things appear and go,
What the?
"Ah!" And they... Here! I'll get to the left! I'll get to the right! Okay!
I'll kind of like eyes back on and go like, what are you doing?
Get her! She's not looking! And then you feel a tug on your cape, and this thing is looking through your bag. Make a... If you want to stop it.
Yeah, so don't go with my things, little rude ass.
Smite it.
I don't have spell slots for that.
So it is going to... Or you can do...
Do something.
Where is it again? Acrobatics, and it's going to do acrobatics. And request. So as this thing tries to grab you...
Acro v acro, boo.
Advantage too, because you didn't see it coming.
Why'd it gotta be acrobatics?
Because it's stealing from you. So it's a
I
matter
don't like
of
acrobatics.
They've got a 13. A 4
I
is not
don't
very good.
acrobatics. I am athletics.
It's got its hand in your bag and it's looking at you and like moving with you. And this other one jumps on your shoulder. And you can make an opportunity attack as it enters your space if you want.
I don't like this thing. It can buzz off. Where is my long sword? Nope, it's gonna... The one beside me, right? I keep forgetting I need to click on it.
The one that's like on your space now, because it's climbing on your shoulder.
There we go.
It's a little tiny thing.
There we go. Attack. Yeah. Bruh, really?
Oh, it's actually at disadvantage too, but that's obviously not needed.
That can't get literally any worse.
Yeah. So roll me a
don't
d20.
say that yet.
Yeah, exactly. Roll me a d20.
Yeah, I could lose the only weapon I use.
Pee your pants. Pee your pants. Pee your pants.
It's totally possible.
6?
That's
I'm pretty
six.
sure 6 is not P.
Wild
What
swing.
is 6?
You
I swing
overextend
wide.
yourself, and your opponent gains advantage on their next attack roll. So you just, well, I mean, this thing is...
I overextended on something way too tiny.
You tried to hit a fly with a sword. So these guys are really tiny little rogue-like creatures now that you got a good view of them. And it skitters onto you and around to your other shoulder and tries to help his buddy look in the bag, because this guy is like looking inside of your backpack right now. I guess you can go there. And
Can I give like a whistle of alert while this is going on? Like,
yeah, totally.
I'm gonna do like the loudest whistle I can do and be like, "Hey, wake up! Problem."
Okay.
Is that enough to wake me up?
It is. And as you do that, the one that climbed onto you finishes his turn by... Quiet!
Is he gonna pull out the bag?
He says, quiet! And he stabs you 3 times in the neck. With advantage. So I think the first one was a...
The first was a 25, yeah.
Yeah. So 20,
Why is he rolling so high? Jesus.
23. The first one was an advantage, so the next one's a hit as well. This is the third attack. 22. So 2 hits damage. Two attacks hit you. 7 piercing for the first one, and
Some nasty little bastards.
11. Oh wait, that's your sword. It's a D4 plus 6, so 7 and 9.
9?
So 16 damage to Midnight on the 2
And I'm already
shots.
pretty fucked up.
So you're looking wounded, and the other buddy, as you whistle, we can start initiative here.
Because we can't ever get a day without combat.
Yeah, exactly. Wenny and
I am not going down by midgets.
Here, I'm gonna get everybody in advantage or in combat here.
For God, I will buck a bitch with my horse.
Just gotta make sure I don't select these little guys.
The midget?
Again. I think that might be right.
Midday goes on Midnight's turn if I choose to use the horse. Of course I roll a 2.
So roll all the NPCs. That's a lot of
Good
them.
Lord.
That is a lot.
And the one that was reaching into your bag, it will do an investigation check.
It's not going to find a lot of good stuff in there. Because all Midnight's weapons are on Midnight.
Does it see a green gem?
A green gem? Not sure if I was the one that was carrying that.
You were. You're not anymore, though. As it jumps
Oh
off
no,
of you.
that's not good.
And got it! And you hear as it starts running out into the distance. So this guy I'll mark with a thing. Let's call it, I don't know, let's say dodging. This guy is dodge. Oh no, maybe that's a mechanic one. Empowered. He has the gem. Out of all the halfling or quicklings there. So
All the midgets.
all the midgets.
There's one on me. So there's like 4 by me and 2 up there that I can see.
Midday, Owlbear, and
I didn't roll Midday because Midday goes on my turn.
right.
I either have to choose before or after.
So I'll just take Midday out. Oh, not dead.
Yep.
Take Midday out of combat. Well, the problem. Okay, no, wait. What's your initiative?
2. I'm at the bottom.
2.
I almost had a good roll.
Okay.
Then it rolled again.
Not 20 on that. Oh, no. 20. Okay, so this first Quickling, I think it's the one that's on you.
No, it just shows the one that's far
there it
away. Yeah.
It will take a look inside the tent. Or I guess, Cassius, are you sleeping outside here, or are you inside one of the tents?
Sleeping outside.
Okay. So this guy's going to take a look inside this tent. And he will do... What? Investigation. There we go. He doesn't see anything. Next guy. He is going to look inside of the horse bags and try to find any kind of... So you can, as the horse, make an opportunity attack if you want, as Midday, because it's going to enter Midday's face. You try to go into
Let's
the
see.
saddlebags.
Shanky little bugger, but I don't think it would do it like an attack of opportunity. It'd be like bucking and moving around, be like, hey, don't touch, but not like trying to attack it.
Is there anything, any of your stuff on Midday?
Let me double check what she would have, because I don't believe so.
It's going to steal something if it does. if there's anything worth money, it's taking it or trying to here. So you can look at that.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, she keeps all her stuff on her.
Okay.
Except
so
her drugs. You don't want to get caught with your drugs on you.
it doesn't find anything. Stefan's owlbear.
Sharpbeak is just gonna go straight for the one in front of him.
Stefan Groza, by the way, everybody.
Maybe we can reason with them so I don't have to get shanked to death.
22 with the beak.
22 with the beak. Aw. 6 damage only, but it hurts it.
Here come the
And
claws.
It hurts it bad enough that it starts to limp, actually. And it was moving really fast. And then the beak comes out and just snatches it. Takes a chunk out of this thing, and it's limping around now.
He goes for the claws and he misses.
Because this thing's like, holy crap, owlbear! Ah! Actually, it's like, holy crap, owlbear! Ah!
The skull exists.
Growl.
The skull.
I don't think they can pick up a skull.
Yeah, at least these little fuckers can't run off with it.
Yeah, this guy's not doing anything here. This guy here will run up and try to
Steal.
stab.
Oh, great.
He's going to stab as well. Whoop. Don't stab your buddy. Stab Midnight.
No, stab your buddy, not me.
I don't think that's a hit.
No.
19. And
I'd like them to not.
a 19. So I don't think they can flank if they're tiny, because they have to be in your space to attack. So
Yeah, I don't think they can.
yeah,
If I'm remembering the rules right, but that could be jumbled with the Pathfinder rules I remember.
right.
'Cause Pathfinder has rules on that too, and it's weird.
Another one. Where's this guy? Oh, it's the one that's underneath you. It's the one that stabbed you the first time. Okay, he's going to try again.
If I can live to my turn, maybe I can bargain them to go away. I have money. I have shinies.
Oh! Big hit. 27 to hit.
Of course.
10 damage. Ouch. And 1, 2. So a 24 and a miss.
I swear if I go down, going to be angry.
10 more damage on Midnight as this thing
Do I still have spells? I hope I still have spells.
digs into it. Midnight, you are not
Almost
looking good.
dead.
Wayne,
I am almost dead because we have not gotten a rest.
We've not gotten a rest yet. Wenny.
When he's up, okay,
I still have a spell though.
he
If I
says
can-
to David, breakfast. And I'm going to attack. Well, first I'll move out of the tent. And
As soon as you move out, you see a bunch of these little things look at you.
Yeah.
This one from inside the other tent locks eyes on you as well. It like
oh. Okay, first I'll turn to this idiot. And I'll just not shake my head. You got to be more quiet than this if you're going to rob people.
What are you saying? Why are you so bored? Speak up! Faster!
I'm unimpressed by this.
Too slow,
let's see,
man!
Okay, I missed that one. Then I say, David, breakfast. And I'll swing in with David as a bonus. Wait, why did that not work? There we go.
It's a hit.
17 to hit. Great. And that's going to get me my sneak attack as well.
2 damage, but Sneak attack.
Could be a lot. Could be dead.
How do you want to do this?
So I miss with my rapier, feint with my dagger, and then just basically catch this thing in the gut since it's close to my size.
Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
And then I just, as the thing's dying, and then I will.
Did you see how big I looked inside his guts?
Yes, it was impressive. And then let's see, that was 5 feet of movement. I'm going to move 10,
Help.
15. Are you asking for help?
She needs help. She is looking like she's about to keel over.
Yeah,
she's about to keel over.
There are 2 of them that are crawling on her.
All right. Is this good enough for flanking?
Well,
you have an ally? It might help for you.
I don't think you can flank the creature that's on midnight.
Okay. Well, I'm on them anyway. It's no big deal. I'll get advantage for being close to an ally.
There is a chance that you can stab midnight if you're going to try to stab it too. Just to let you know.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
It's an AC thing, so.
Hope you got healing magic, because
I got no magics.
You know how midnight does on D20s.
What language are these things speaking?
Common, but very, 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 very quickly.
Okay.
Very fast common.
Do I know what these things are?
Because I wanted to.
Because I wanted to. You do have a chance to, I think, with your exploring background and stuff. You can give me at midnight. You know what these things are.
I've encountered them before, right?
Yeah, you've seen these before, yeah.
They like shiny things.
They were in service of Jenny Greenteeth, the hag, and
that was the nice one, right?
That was the one that said if you bring her the gems, all the gems, she will help you guys out. And she apparently got impatient. Wenny can make a history check.
Sure.
See if you can recall what these are.
15.
You've heard them colloquially referred to as Quicklings.
Okay.
They are a cursed gnomish race that ended up this size and living extremely quick lifespans in extremely fast and small bodies because of a curse.
Okay. I wonder if they... And I haven't heard any gnomish language?
No, these are all speaking common together.
Okay.
Fast speaking common butts.
They've warned you guys, and they're making fun of you for being slow. And they called you an old man.
All right.
You might not have heard it, though, because it's quick.
Well... They should have seen me when I had a potion of speed going.
If I can survive to my turn, I'm fine.
That's my turn. I think I've moved the max that I can, or I'm going to move. That's the amount I'm going to move. And she has not indicated that this thing is made off with something, right?
Because you had your bonus action already. Yeah.
Because I would have to indicate that on my turn.
Yeah. Okay.
This one who's been snapped at by the owlbear is going to try to
shank the owlbear.
Shank the owlbear. That's like a song, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh. So 20,
the owlbear gonna get hurt.
And a 28. Wow. Okay.
I cannot fix a dead owlbear.
3, 4 plus 18. $25 owlbear damage.
Holy shit! There's a lot of these things.
Yeah.
They get stabbed easy enough, but they are deadly if you let them roam. This one comes up to you, Cassius, and it jumps into your space, and oh, this one's actually right here too, and it is stabbing away. Oh,
Crit fail.
oh, maybe I'll
One of them
wait
was
on
a
the
crit
second
fail.
one. Yeah.
The other one was
The
missing
crit
anyways.
fail will be roll d20.
Pee his pants. Pee his
Pee your
pants.
pants. Pee your pants.
Wild swing. You'll have advantage on the next thing. So he goes in one more time, trying to. Oh, that's gonna hit unless you use a reaction. Stop it somehow.
I use reaction.
Okay, dodge. Nice. So the damage would have been 7, so it's only 3. And we go on to the next one, and there's another.
At least we have a
crit
healthy, able-bodied soul.
And this one, Midnight, you see as you're spinning around trying to defend yourself, you see the one that has the gem, and it's like holding it up above its head, like yee, and it's sprinting like breakneck speeds away from you guys. It moves 240 feet.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think
gonna
any of
take
us
him
can
off
catch
the
up to
map.
that.
No, the best I got is 90.
Best my horse has got is 120.
Cassius.
Okay, so before I go and do this, would it be possible this Quickling is on my back, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
jumped
no.
onto you. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Actually-
run past the fire and drop him in the fire.
Okay.
Fling it in the fire.
That'll just be a acrobatics contest of acrobatics, or you can use athletics if you want. Let
I
me,
will use acrobatics.
let me do a contested roll then. You're gonna use acrobatics, and so is he. Try to stay on you.
Yeah, at least I have a way of tracking where the gem went.
Oh, he rolled a 17.
How do I roll mine?
In the chat, there's a
In the
Oh.
chat, there should be a dice icon.
yeah. Anytime there's a contested roll, I usually do it this way.
And he has disadvantage, or I have advantage because of his wild swing.
You see the bottom there, I believe. No.
No, I'm asking, do I have advantage because of the fact that he wild swung?
Oh yeah, that's right. He did.
Yeah.
Yep. So you do.
I think it was on one, or was it on one or both? Oh.
Nicely done.
Barely.
All right. Give me 1d6 plus 1 or 2d8.
1d6 plus
1d6 for
2d8.
the forceful, because like this is nearly 10 feet
Forceful removal.
for a
You're throwing 'em.
Quickling. It's a long distance still, so I'll give you the 1d6 for the falling into the fire, and then 2d8 for burning as he.
Do you have the dice roller?
Oh sure, I can do it for you if you want. A d6.
I mean, I can do it. You said 1d6?
Yeah. And 2d8.
So 5 and 12. Ooh,
Not bad.
toasty.
Okay, so minus 17 as he is dropped in the fire. And you hear, Mommy, save yourself this way.
Well, they really do live a short lifespan.
Nice.
Okay, so I have a bonus action and still some movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a thing that I would appreciate you trying to kill on me.
Okay, so let me grab him as a target.
Be careful not to hit me instead. Might have to zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got him.
And I'm going to attack him with my rapier. As my bonus action.
Okay. Is there a or you still add your bonuses and stuff to it?
Probably not. Probably take away the 5, I guess, because it's offhand.
Yeah, so I think that's a miss then.
Oh no, the bonuses do count, but it's not the bonus to the damage.
Oh,
So you wouldn't get the +4
right. Okay.
to damage.
So yeah, okay. So you have 16.
He would still hit.
Is a
Yeah.
hit. Yeah. Sorry.
He would just lose out on some damage, but he
You
still
don't
hits.
get to add your modifier for the damage roll.
It's just a flat.
Unless something else happens. I don't know.
Well, question. Do we have enough to consider him adjacent? Or an ally adjacent?
There is a Wenny right there. I'm right here.
Are you saying like
Yeah,
the
you'd get sneak attack.
overspilling damage?
Sneak
Okay.
attack.
Oh.
He hasn't used his sneak attack.
Yes, you can definitely sneak attack.
Yay!
Okay, well that's a hit, and that's more than enough. How do you want to do that?
So a disgusting little creature, and I start swinging around on my sword and throw him into the woods.
Okay, so the creature sticks to your sword, and there we go.
Yeah, drag it off.
Put Midnight back there now.
Yay!
So yeah, this one's thrown out into the bushes, dead.
Ooh, I had the wrong thing selected. Whoopsie.
All right, that was interesting. Axios. I think that's it though, right?
Yep.
Then
Avaray, you and
is that right on
Groza,
the way back?
you can roll me for your food to see if you find something. First of all, survival check for both of you. Groza can do it at the same time, I think. Maybe have to wait.
Wow, and that one.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
that feels bad, man.
Uh-oh. Oh, and the advantage survival
Avery
check.
saves the day.
I'm trying to find Avaray. She just left me.
So,
You're
Avery,
muted, Jen.
you spot, as Groza is walking directly away from an elk.
It's actually a 30. Because there's another +4 because I'm in the woods, so my proficiency bonus is doubled.
Oh, nice. Well,
Yeah,
that's-
Rangers do get
it
that.
is
It's
enough.
really nice.
As you watch Groza walking directly away from a buck, like something that you've only seen maybe one of these since you got to Barovia. It is a rare occasion that you see a healthy buck with antlers and like meat on it and like edible creature. And you take it as a sign that this is going to be a good day. And as Groza walks directly away from it, wondering where in this forest you can possibly find food, why don't you make an attack roll?
Groza's walking and he sees the deer and he's just like, I'm not looking for a deer right now. Where's Avaray? Come on, we're supposed to be looking for food. Avaray, where are you?
Make an attack roll against just whatever you're going to use for a ranged attack, Avery. Or you just have to roll a d20 if there's a problem with that.
Let's
Then
hope your
add
tribe doesn't hear about this.
You might need to pick a target or something, so...
Only target I have is Groza.
Hit me.
Yeah, hit Groza.
Hit me.
That's actually the same AC as I was going to use, so that's perfect. Do you scare this creature away, or do you take it down and eat dinner? An 11. The shot goes just wild.
I don't know if Avaray's heart really would have been in it. To take down a healthy specimen.
And
It's kind of
maybe
like,
that's-
yeah, like I know like the party probably needs to eat, but also this is a sign of hopeful things to come.
Can I throw my javelin at the deer?
If after you see Avery shoot the longbow shot, you go ahead. It's at disadvantage because it's not close. that's
Disadvantage
enough.
26.
So yeah, Avery, as you just think like, I didn't really want to hit it anyways. That's a good thing. You watch as a javelin goes through it and pins it to a tree. Really big javelin.
Were you aiming at me or the deer?
The deer, of course. Good job, as always. To
Feel like you're patronizing me.
and just kill it.
I mean, it was a good shot. I mean,
Yeah, you did great. You can carry that back for everybody, I think. And then,
fine.
Have we heard Midnight's whistle?
Yeah, I'll say this is like in your moment of after this thing is downed. You guys are heading back, and you hear. What was the sound you made again, Midnight?
She did like the loudest whistle she could, and then afterwards she like screamed, "Wake up, guys!"
So
After the whistle,
make me a whistle check.
Whistle check?
Disadvantage
roll?
because you don't have lips.
Check.
Disadvantage because your lips are steel.
Okay.
Wouldn't she sound like a steam engine?
Yeah, maybe. Oh,
Yeah.
17 disadvantage because I am a charisma tank.
All that angst that you have with these quicklings attacking you and everything.
Just like steam engine noise.
Yeah. It resonates. It works.
Nice.
For you. So you guys hear it, and you're like 300 feet away from the camp or something like that, booking back as fast as you can.
The funny part was
it was a
that
nice
would
throw,
have
but you don't have to whistle about it, okay?
been...
So Midnight.
Funny part, yeah. First off, I'm gonna heal my ass because I still have a little bit of spell slot left.
Okay.
I believe it has to be upcast, but screw it, I need it. Cure Wounds. Standard. Gotta target myself, I keep forgetting. Do. Spells. Cure Wounds at 2nd level. Please heal me. I have 13 HP back.
Okay. Did that work? No, it didn't.
Yeah, just let you handle all the healing.
That worked. I just gave
No,
13 HP to the midget or to the quickling that was uninjured, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking at it like, if you stop stabbing me, I'll give you a shiny.
Oh. This creature here looks at you like that might have had an impact on it. Give it a. Is this you're telling the truth or is it deception?
I'm being genuine. If it stops stabbing me, I'll give it some shiny.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check.
I have proficiency in persuasion. Yay!
I'll just take the
was almost a
shiny. Take the shiny. It has shiny.
You gotta wait till after he rolls before you start celebrating.
Midday. Seeing Midnight in trouble and hearing her internal turmoil.
Toot toot.
There is one that's right next to you in the space there.
Yeah. I think it's only one attack that this thing gets. I think.
Yeah, I think so. It's a trampling charge or a hoofs if you're not running.
Yeah, like I can have it try to and maybe lose the horse in the process. But I can summon it in the morning. It's fine. If it dies, I can summon it in the morning. Hoof the baby thing. Hoof the baby thing.
Midnight, I don't like this. I told you I don't like this place.
Attack the baby thing. Why? Why can I not hit anything?
Pee
That
your
is
saddle.
brutal.
Pee your saddle. Pee your saddle.
What happens to the horse, Greg?
This
Tell me what
is
happens to the horse.
a melee
Melee natural weapon. It's
natural
hoof.
weapon. So
Yeah.
the natural weapon table is a little different. That's ranged. Okay, yeah, that's it, right? Oh no, that's ranged spells. I skipped over it again. There it is. Okay, so roll me a d10.
A D10. Let me find it on the thing. D10. 5. Yeah, 5.
Wild
your saddle.
hoof. The
Wild hoof.
you overextend yourself, and the Quickling gains advantage next attack.
I mean, it's a horse. It's gonna get hit.
Yeah.
It would have. I don't think that it would probably have to roll like a nat 1 to not hit the horse.
It's gonna be pretty tough not to. Yeah, I think so.
And the Quicklings go first anyway, so
Okay,
at least
this
the
one,
horse is a spell.
This one runs over and jumps on Sharkbeak's eye and tries to drive its little dagger right into Sharkbeak's eye.
Sharkbeak.
Kill the big thing! Kill the big thing!
They do not have to roll very high to hit.
So 20.
Is that a goodbye, owlbear?
Hit. That's 3 hits.
It's probably a goodbye. It's probably a goodbye, Owlbear.
3d4
Plus a lot.
18.
Yeah, that's a goodbye, Owlbear. Yep.
26.
No.
1 hit point. -1. Sharkbeak
Little
is not breathing right now, as the eye of Sharkbeak is stabbed with a tiny little toothpick-sized eye-stabbing dagger. You hear a and Groza, you know that sound.
I felt it.
In your soul.
This Quickling, hearing that happen, is bolstered to stab Midday's belly.
I mean, 11. The AC of Midday's 11. Anything can hit it.
So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if it's more than 19 damage, horses just poofs.
yeah, Midday poofs out of existence. I don't like this, Midnight.
These little fuckers.
Yeah. You can't ever have a session without combat. Even the rest session's combat.
And then the owl bear is not moving.
Dead. And then there's
The
Quickling.
skull.
There's a Quickling that's on me.
Quickling. Take the shinies! And it's going to do an investigation.
It's
Trying
going to die.
see if it can find anything shiny-wise on you.
Probably can. I would like to kill it, though. Or someone to kill it.
I'm on it.
And it is going to yank at your pouch containing your gold.
And other things. That
And
is
other things.
not gold. The gold and platinum pouch. The money pouch. The good pouch.
That's the good pouch. Oh, midnight versus midnight. That's great.
It has to be acrobatics, so I can't strong arm it away from it.
Yeah, it is acrobatics.
Do you need to redo the contested thing, or just have me roll?
Yeah, you roll yours. It got a 17.
Oh god. I don't have bonuses to this, Greg.
Well, you offered it your shinies. So
Not all of the shinies.
I've got the shinies! And it jumps off of you and starts to run into the woods. 240 feet away with its buddy.
Why can it go so fast?
Oh, no, wait. That's only 120 feet away because it did something. So you still see it just on the edge of the trees as it's disappearing with your bag. Oh, sorry. Wenny, you're up.
All right. Where did that one run from? I didn't see where it went. The one that was on midnight, which direction did it go? Is it totally out of sight?
120 feet in an opposite direction.
Oh, I'm not catching up with that. Okay.
Yeah, none of us can, unless we have this thing that is a range of 120. I don't know if Winnie owns a bow.
I don't.
No one here is ranged.
I've got a, yeah, well, I can't hit him with a dagger that far, so what am I going to do? Oh, poison dart, eh?
I don't think the poison dart gun can go that far.
I don't have a range on it. Boss, what's the range on that poison dart?
I think it's 60. 2060.
You would have to get a lot closer to even use it.
You're about 60 feet away from it right now.
I thought we were 120 feet away from it.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, 120 feet. So you'd have to be 60 feet closer. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, okay. Well, I can
trying to
get 60 feet closer with my speed and bonus action. So
Okay.
which direction did it go?
It's down to the south, basically.
Okay.
Down here.
I can get... do I have something I can use here?
Why did that not work?
That was strange. Not far enough.
There, you can attack this one here. If you can see it.
Oh, I'm colliding with a wall.
I'll just bring it a little closer so you can see it. Do you see this guy?
Okay, let's target. Yep. Target that guy. And, okay, let's dart. I'm getting darted.
So you close to within 60 feet of him.
Oh, come on.
Then that won the attack roll. It's
Pee
actually
your pants. Pee your pants.
disadvantage too, but that doesn't matter.
This is just more annoying than
Okay, so
painful. This is just an
You're
inconvenience.
rolling on that, right?
So shooting ranged weapons, roll a d20.
I do?
Yeah, just a regular d20 roll.
Yep. Oh, God. That's a niner.
Did Jen DC?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
A 9?
That's correct.
And she's back. Oops, you hit an unintended random target. There's nothing within 10 feet of him, though. Oh, 30 feet of him for a long-range attack. So
what if it went super far and hit the one that stole the green gem? That would be unfortunate.
That's even further away.
That's another 120 feet from him. Because it dashed. It jumped off and ran away a little bit, and then it held up the gem to tell everybody that it's got it, and then it dashed away.
Okay.
So yeah, it misses. It sails off, and nothing bad happens to you, but it really missed.
Yeah, well,
really
first time I ever
missed.
used this thing. Yeah. That's to be expected. Okay, so I used my bonus and my speed to dash there, and then I used my action. So that is my turn, and I think I'm way over here.
Like you were 60 feet away from this thing,
why does
and you missed it by
spell
30 feet.
Why is the only spell that could possibly reach it have to be an action? Because I can't get closer and do the spell.
Sounds like some despair. So Wendy, that's
it took
your
all my
turn.
money. It took all my money. It took the gem.
This one has killed the owlbear. and is now trying to take a trophy from the owlbear's
Oh, that mother trucker.
face.
Oh,
Trying to cut out a tooth.
Groza.
And it's still having troubles because the tooth is almost as big as its arm. Okay. Cassius.
Cassius doesn't have a bow, does he?
How far away is the one with the gem?
It's
Too
in the
far, I
bushes,
think.
240 feet gone. But the other
The
one
other one
that
is
has Midnight's bag is on the edge of the clearing, 120 feet away.
well,
So
bag
you're
of
saying
money.
you're saying it's gone. Like I can't get there and get it, right?
You can't see it right now. It's gone 240 feet, and the clearing is only like 100 and something feet away to the edge of the trees, kind of thing, where it disappeared into. So it's like
But you can
So
see
if
the
I
one.
If I dimension door 300 feet away, the chances are he'll run into me.
you could maybe do that, yeah. You know which
That's
direction it
better.
went.
That's better than getting my money back. It's far better than getting my money back.
Okay, I will go just under 300 feet, so 280, say, or
Okay.
250 maybe.
Again, I will.
269. Are you sure?
269. Yeah, I'll go 269. That's right.
2 Mimi number.
Again, I will just bring up this corner guy here, and so you.
I will go 269 meters because we do it in metric.
So you appear. Let's say this is a little side map that we have here. You appear here, and this guy is like running.
Change
towards
it.
you.
You changed it halfway through your spell. You're like, no, meters, not feet. Meters, not feet.
So yeah.
You bounce back. Because the spell's like, no, it's 500 feet.
So I see it, right?
Yeah, so
And it's
you-
running toward me.
after you finish your teleport, you show up and it's like running breakneck speeds, like super fast, like almost like the speed of like a fly or something.
Okay,
towards
I
you.
am going to throw my dagger at it.
Okay. Make an attack roll at
If I can
disadvantage. Because
If I
it's
can find
ranged.
the button for it.
Ranged attacks on these guys, I think, have disadvantage.
Yeah, so Foundry's really fun because when you pop out, you can't actually roll. You have to pop back in. Or maybe that doesn't even work.
Huh.
Is weird.
Hold on, I'm going to try
There might be some little
reload.
little
Yeah,
issues.
let me reload.
Just as a representation, like when you're not actually this close to them, they are dimension doored off into the distance, but I don't want to change maps for just that, so.
Yeah, and I figured I just wanted to do that so I'd remember that I wasn't right up near everybody.
Dun-na.
No, it doesn't seem to like that.
I've had this happen with Groza before, too. Why don't you just roll 2d20s? Can you do that in the bottom window, or no?
Yeah.
I can just check your modifier. What you were trying to do. Like short bow, or...
Dagger throw.
Just throw.
There you go.
So what was the modifier?
That's what I'm checking.
Because with the modifier, it might hit.
I don't like this sheet.
It's +5.
It is +5, okay.
So 17?
Oh no, it's +9.
Higher
Oh,
than 17.
All right,
+9.
9.
Yeah,
So
you still
at-
get your proficiency bonus.
at disadvantage though. So one more throw too. And then if that works, then throw. You have to be.
I rolled 2
Yeah,
already.
he rolled a 5 and a 7, so 5 plus 9.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Oh.
14?
No, that's not how to do it.
Yes, it is.
He rolled a 2d20. The dice results was a 5 and a 7.
So it's a 14.
Nope.
So it's a miss with a
I am
7 plus
going to
9.
use.
Oh, 7 plus 9 is 16.
Oh.
Never mind. That's a hit.
Oh, I just can't math.
Yeah, I just can't math.
Hmm.
So you've hit this thing with
Just
your
go with
dagger.
it. Roll damage for the love of God.
Yeah, give me a. I suppose.
For the love of
I
Vesra.
don't really know how to roll your damage from in here with that. If you can do it on, like, beyond 20 kind of thing, that would work too.
What,
But
it should be like a 1d4 plus mod plus mod.
No, it's bonus action, so it's 1d4.
Ah.
okay, I didn't know if you're adding something to it that's class related.
Well, if I missed, I was going to use something to make it hit, but no.
Gotcha. So the dagger sinks into the creature, and it's it looks like a sword wound.
Question, was I hidden before I hit it?
No, you would have had to hide. You showed up quite in a puff of smoke, actually, and this
Like
thing
Batman.
saw you directly in its path. Almost. Yeah, exactly. Poosh. And the bat phone spun around, and then this guy.
No, it's just asking if it was done in a sneaky manner and it would warrant sneak attack.
Oh, I see. Well, no, because not knowing exactly where this thing was, you had to show up in front of it to make sure you could cut it off, and it noticed you appear out of nowhere in front of its path.
Got
They
it.
are very observant. If you move 240 feet in 6 seconds, you have to be observant. But it is injured. It's holding a dagger in its gut. And that's, I guess, your bonus action too. So Averay and Groza, you guys are closer now. You're almost at the camp. Next turn you'd be in the camp if there is a next turn. Midnight?
And I can't really do anything to catch any of the things that are running away, so I'll just heal myself again so I don't die if they decide to shank me.
There's one over here that killed your horse that's staring at you. And
The horse can be brought back. I'm healing myself.
it's got its knife out to you, and it's like,
That's weird.
think you're so big, eh? Huh. Well, you got you good. That's what you get for betraying Jenny.
The fuck's it talking about betraying Jenny? We didn't betray Jenny. Where is my cure wounds? Yeah, I'll heal myself. Last spell slot for 11 healing.
Oh. Okay. You are
And
not
I'll, like,
wounded.
And since that was my action, I'll just kind of look at it and say, what are you talking about? We didn't betray Jenny. We were still in the process of getting what she wanted.
Take too long. Jenny takes what she wants. And so this Quickling here that is still trying to take a trophy from the owlbear, actually. It's going to do a quick sleight of hand. See if I can wiggle that tooth out.
I'm pretty sure.
20. Pop! It falls on its butt and holds the tooth up and and it stares at the tooth and celebrates and starts dancing around just a little bit. Like a bit of a woo! Yay! Woo! And this one comes over and starts dancing with him. And they are prepared to run away if anybody comes at them. Wenny, you are kind of in the woods.
Yeah, so I know this is like relative down here. Can I see either my new friend Cassius or this other
pitch black.
moaning. Okay.
Trees tangled over each other. Like, this thing is like the size of a rabbit, and it ran through brush.
Okay. Fair enough. I figured I'd just ask. Okay, so if I can't see them, how much movement will it take me to get back to the owlbear?
65, 70 feet or whatever. That's how far you would be from... As you said, you were 60 feet. You traveled before, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I could bonus action dash and use my speed to get back to...
Yeah. If you bonus action dash, you can use your speed and you can get to here.
Okay, and that's what I'll do. And then, which is the one that was defiling the owlbear? The one on the right?
This one here, the one on the right, with the purple thing.
That one's going to get a face.
Tooth.
All right, that's getting a face full of rapier.
Make me a... what's your passive stealth?
Passive stealth is pretty high. It is plus 11.
Yeah, that's a pretty high modifier.
I'm expertise in it.
Okay. Where are we here? Come on. Yep, it does not see you coming. It's dancing.
All right.
Shank it in there. Shank it in the ass.
Yep, you're getting a face full of rapier, punk.
It's dancing and celebrating and showing its buddy the tooth.
It did now.
25. We will damage that. Plus, is that enough to kill it? 10?
That is exactly what it needed.
Okay.
Was that a rapier? Yeah.
Yeah.
The rapier pops out the chest, breaking its little chest bones open, laying them open like a surgery, and pulls his heart right out of him. And he's holding the tooth, and he looks down and sees his heart and just falls down.
Man, I wish I had my bonus to Davin, his little buddy, but alas, I do not.
He stops dancing. His buddy stops dancing. Oh,
all right,
shit.
Honestly, I think if your body was like your heart was ripped out, I think you'd probably still dance for like maybe another 6 or 12 seconds.
Yeah, just enough till you realize what happened. Yeah, okay, and that's Winnie's turn. He will stop there, of course.
All right. This other one that was trying to get a tooth as well is going to jump off and jump onto you, Winnie.
Oh, this little fucker better not try to pickpocket me.
You can make an attack of opportunity if you want as it comes into your space.
Yep.
And then it is going to stab you 3 times in the neck.
And I can't heal you.
Oh, no.
So you better hope you kill it with your attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I can only uncanny dodge the one. So I'm uncanny dodging the
crit.
The crit.
So that's a regular hit.
Because I think it would be like a med check to stabilize you.
And a critical hit. So 8 damage from the regular hit. Yes. But not yet, because you haven't turned.
Wait, where's my rapier?
That's not right. Add that back. Take only half, because you took 4. Okay. So the critical hit, I'm going to have to do like this, I think.
There we go. Let's see if I can kill him.
Oh, it's a 21 to hit.
And I did not use my sneak attack last time. So
8 damage.
Is that enough, or do I need to? Okay, well, something caused me to hold
Oh.
back my sneak attack last time.
No,
So I
wait.
did not use it.
Yeah, okay.
Kill it.
All
So
right.
this thing dies with your rapier in it, and it doesn't know that it's dead as it tries to jam its blade right into your neck, and it runs out of life force as its blade is like just not able to push through the skin of your bearded neck.
So it gets me on the first one, but doesn't have enough to do the critical.
No, it doesn't even hit you once. You get your
don't
8.
even get one. Okay.
You get your 8 back.
Yeah, so I'm guessing I just happened to turn around as this thing lunged at me, and I just happened to turn my rapier in its direction, and it like impaled itself. Yeah.
There's still one left.
It was a close one there. Cassius, I don't know why this guy didn't get to go. This guy's gonna run by you. It goes before you, but it takes off again. Oh shit! It takes the knife out, the dagger out, and throws it to the ground, and has the gem and just books it like football styles with the gem. 240 more feet.
Oh, you mean the one off there? Okay.
Yeah, he took this is the one that has the gem that Cassius went after. So it's another 240
Did he go
feet.
past me?
It went past you because you're about 40 feet away.
Opportunity smack.
When he came in, and then he basically did a wide turn around you, and he's about 200 feet behind you now again. It's your turn though. He's about 200 feet away, and he's like really hard to see. If there's any spell or something that doesn't require like a spell attack roll, you could still see him. But if it's an attack roll of any kind, he's got full 3/4 cover.
So what does 3/4 cover mean for this?
+5 AC. And because it's so small and so fast, it's also disadvantaged from that. So it's really hard to hit right now. 21 AC at disadvantage. And it's 200 feet away.
It's 200 feet away. Yeah. Okay.
But did he get an opportunity attack passing him, or did you guys already discuss that?
It kind of did a wide football.
Wide berth.
Yeah. If you can run 240 feet, you don't go right next to somebody.
Yeah, you going around.
So this thing's like looking like it's going to get away. It's pretty much like, it's designed to do this for the reason it exists in service of Jenny Greenteeth.
It's designed to be a little bastard.
It's to be a little bastard for her, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with my short bow, and at disadvantage, right? So
it is doable. It's a 21 to hit at disadvantage.
There's always a chance.
If I can get a roll to work,
and it is not expecting you to hit it now because it is feeling like it's in the clear. So if you do hit it, you can sneak attack.
It's 26. What's the other one? $21.
21. All right.
Sneak attack.
Somehow,
sneak attack.
Through like branches that are cascading over each other, through like over top of bugs and things that almost get in the way of this shot. Everything from acorns and leaves and everything that passes by. Just
plus the sneak attack.
The edge of your arrow tips. 6 damage isn't going to do it, but because you can get your sneak attack.
Yep.
Roll that sneak damage. That should kill it.
The sneak attack will be more than 3 damage, will it not?
Yeah.
I just want to see how much this little bastard dies.
Where
too.
did you
bastard?
Where did you aim? Because you hit it dead on.
The neck. Yep.
Yeah.
It severs the little Quickling's head, and its body keeps running another 60 feet.
Then it just drops.
And drops, and the gem rolls out of its hands into the woods.
I'm going to keep the head. And the gem and whatever else it's got on it, whatever shinies it has on it.
Okay. You also hear another sound.
MVP.
You also hear another sound in the woods. It sounds like another one of these things is running away as well. Averay and Groza, you guys both show up at the campsite this turn. I will add you into the thing here, Groza. I don't think you are.
And is there still one Quickling in the camp, or is that one meant to be off map gone?
Where is Groza? Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah. So I'll make you both at 4. Sorry, what did you say there?
So, Greg,
I was just asking if that one Quickling was meant to be off the map, or if that one Quickling is still there.
The one Quickling.
Because I'm seeing one right in front of the
there was
owlbear.
one that was dancing with his buddy after he took the tooth out of the owlbear. And after they robbed you, they were going to run away in a second. And when he showed up and stabbed him, so he's still there. His buddy's dead with with owlbear's tooth in his hand, and he's still standing there.
He's going to die. Painfully.
Do you guys want to go to a quick break or just finish this fight and then
finish the fight and then a break, I think?
Yeah, okay.
I say I'm gonna have to go soon because it's almost 10:30.
Yeah, so I
Oh
figured.
wow!
I just realized that. So Averay, it's your turn. Seeing seeing Sharpbeak dead on the ground there, you are about 50 feet or something away from 40 feet away from one of these creatures.
So yeah, I guess like as we're coming in here and there's just dead things and splintery things and she sees Midnight over here. What is going on?
Quicklings, kill it!
Help!
Okay, and then she will move forward and then use her bracers to produce 2 daggers.
Pew pew.
Gold daggers. There is he's right there.
Is that working yet? I don't even know if I fixed that actually. I'm just remembering.
I don't think we
just
did
roll
it,
2
so
d20s.
just 2 daggers.
Yeah, or 2 daggers rolls. Yeah, that's fine. Daggers are the same thing exactly. Just have a +1 to them. So that's that'll hit. Oh shit!
The second one.
So this Quickling, how do you want to do this?
Nice.
Because they're little baby
So Midnight just says kill it and she's like okay, and she whips out ping, and I imagine it sounds like with like a throwing star like hits into like woods. It's like da-ding da-ding, just falls over like a plank, I guess.
And then as it falls into the dirt, it's staying there with 2 giant sword-like things sticking out of it. To you guys, they're just daggers, but to this little creature, it looks like 2 swords just impaled it in the chest. And then they just blink out of existence and disappear and show the blood just coming out of this little thing in the firelight, coloring the ground around him blood red. And Groza, you see what you had hoped to not see?
I just go up to Sharpbeak. Buddy, what did they do to you, buddy? Come on, wake up. Come on, Sharpbeak.
You
Groza,
turn
he's
his
not
face
gonna get
over,
up.
and you see the eye with a dagger still in the eye, and 1 tooth missing, and a whole bunch of cuts around it.
They took one of his teeth. I take the dagger out of his eye and I kind of just like close it. Where's the tooth? Where's his tooth?
It's got to be on this little shithead right here, because I killed him.
I go and get the tooth. And then I stomp on that little fucker's body.
They were the things in the bushes waiting for the group to split up.
The weight of it disappears under your foot like a leaf as this creature's bones just crush.
Rosa just like kneels down and just like pets him.
Cassius, in the woods outside the camp here, you hear one more motion of one of these quicklings moving around again, and you see potentially in the distance another chance at one of these shots. 21 to hit. This is like a last chance. Unless you can dimension door again, there's not going to be any way to get him again. But 21 to hit, disadvantage if you want to try one more time, because you see it running with a backpack or a bag that looks like Midnight's.
A little money pouch, essentially, because I don't think it's strong enough to lift my backpack. My backpack has a lot of heavy shit in it. Money's less heavy. But it's okay if it doesn't happen.
Unfortunately,
Okay, I need 4, right? I need 4. I know. I just rolled 17 and I rolled a 21.
Yeah.
So I needed 4, right?
Yeah, you're short by 4.
Honing strikes.
So you have to roll.
No.
Didn't make it.
Damn.
I said nah, fam.
That was close. I gotta say, that was really close.
At least the rest of the group still has money.
You're pretty sure you hit it, but there's nothing there when you go and look. And but you do come back to the camp. If you want to, with the gem, the green gem.
I give it back to Midnight.
You came back with at least the important thing they took. Money doesn't matter, but this does. Thank you.
I think right there is a good place to stop it.
Oh, before I give her the gem, and I toss the little head to Groza. If he needs like a stress ball or something.
I catch it in my big green hand, and I just hold it between my fingers, and I'll use the Fist of Delight, and I just burn it to a cinder.
And you hear the lady's voice in your head. Groza. Hello. It's been too long. Thank you. Thank you for freeing me. I see now. Oh. We can't have this, can we? And the blood that seeped out of your owlbear starts to burn around him. With the same green and yellow orange hues that come out of your hand, or it starts green and then it turns to another, like the yellows and everything come out, and it burns the fur and stuff, and it becomes real fire after it starts off with this arcane nature that's coming out of your it's glowing in your hand and fueling that fire. And the next thing you know, and you hear the owlbear give a little moan and look up at you with one eye.
Sharpeak.
And that's where we'll stop.
Shark
You just hear Groza mutter, "Thank you, my lady."
Its eye, the one that's still there, is glowing. And pus is coming out of the other one.
Yeah.
But it's
Welcome to Barovia.
It's a happy face. Welcome to Barovia. All right, guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you guys if you want to watch on Friday. We're doing the Valley of Shadows with Mira's crew. On Saturday, I hope to continue the Crim adventure and the assault on Yester Hill, which will be a huge battle. Yeah, then we're back to this, and the first thing that's going to happen, I promise, is a long rest.
Please.
So you
Going
guys
to
can
finish
heard that
battle,
one
stay for the
before.
story.
officially, right now, level up your characters.
Woo!
Yes.
Sweet.
Thank you, Greg.
You have
Do you have any
survived.
problems with a multi-class?
I hate tiny, stabby little gremlins.
As long as you justify it in game, that's fine. You have to tell me about it if you're going to do something weird, though.
Okay. We'll talk later.
Straight
Sounds good.
paladin.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Greg.
Have a wonderful
Have a good night, everyone.
week.
Cassius, nice
Good night,
to meet you.
everyone. Stab at anything that try to pick your pockets.
Don't get stabbed.
Good night.